Do you know that you owe your Islam after Allah and after Rasulullah ﷺ to Tariq bin Ziyad? This hero of Islam known as Tariq bin Ziyad, do you know his story? Let me tell you his story. Tariq bin Ziyad was a great general of Islam. And he landed on the shores of Europe with 12,000 men. And King Roderick, who was the king of Spain at that time, he met Tariq bin Ziyad with 100,000 Visigoth Christians. How much army did Tariq bin Ziyad have? 12,000. Do you know what Tariq bin Ziyad did when he saw the 100,000 lined up in front of him, the 100,000 enemy? He said, "You Muslims, burn the boats." He said, "Burn the boats." And so all the boats were burnt. In front of their eyes, the boats were burnt. Naam. In front of their eyes, the boats were burnt. And so he told the people, "So, oh people, there is either death by drowning, or death by fighting, or victory in front of us. Make your choice. Make your choice." Look at the manhood. I am amazed at this. Isn't it amazing? 12,000 against 100,000 people? That is truly amazing. Truly, truly amazing. What about, and then what happened? Tariq bin Ziyad, alhamdulillah, by the grace of Allah, he defeated them. Took over Spain, took over most of France, took over a lot of Sicily, and spread and went deep into Europe until he took over all those areas that we now call Yugoslavia, Macedonia and others, where there are so many ample Muslims nowadays. Because of this batal, because of this hero and his heroism, and truly understanding that we men have a lot of energy, we men have a lot of potential. Our potential is limitless. Our potential is only limited by our minds. Our potential is only limited by our weak iman. Our potential is only limited by our weak goals. Our potential is only limited by our lack of understanding of the reason why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us. By a lack of understanding of the ability that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us. Without doubt, brothers and sisters, we can also achieve this. We can also be true men. Nowadays, brothers, when they want to prove their manhood, what do? Slap their women. They hit their women. We hear of wife bashing so much, and they think that this is a sign of manhood. They think that having more muscles and more bumps on your body is a sign of manhood. They think that having more car, or having more, having a nice car and driving around the road fast and having a nice suit and better perfume is a sign of manhood. Rather, it is not a sign of manhood, brothers and sisters in Islam. This is not the sign of manhood. This is not manhood, brothers and sisters in Islam. People think that age is a sign of manhood. They think that when you get older, you become a true man. This is not the sign of manhood. Once an Arab came to a Khalifa, in the time of the Umayyad Khalifas, an Arab from the desert came to the Khalifa at that time. And so the Khalifa said, "Oh, so and so, let the more older person amongst you speak." He said, "Oh, so and so, let the more older person amongst you speak." Do you know what this Arab wise boy said? He said, "Oh Khalifa, oh respected Khalifa, truly if wisdom was to do with age, truly if manhood was to do with age, then there will be others more worthy of being Khalifa than you." MashaAllah. This is manhood, brothers and sisters. This is the strength of character that we are talking about. And once, as also been reported by Bukhari in a mu'allaq form, as has been reported that Abdullah ibn Zubair, who was a small boy at the time of Umar. At the time of Umar, in his lifetime, Abdullah ibn Zubair was a small young boy. He was playing with some little boys, and Umar came amongst them. And so the other boys got afraid and they ran away. As you know, people will get afraid when they see Umar. And so the other little boys ran away, whereas Abdullah ibn Zubair stayed in his spot. And he stayed in his spot. The smart aleck, he stayed in his spot. And so Umar went up to him and said, "Hey, why didn't you run away? Why didn't you run away?" And he goes, "Ya Amir al-Mu'mineen, I never did nothing wrong. What did I do? I didn't do anything wrong. And the road is big enough for you and me. Let's just pass on." Subhanallah, look at the manhood that even little children had. And this is why Abdullah ibn Zubayr became the Khalifa, and he became the Khalifa after the death of Yazid for how many years, brothers? For 9 years. A righteous companion becoming the Khalifa after Yazid ibn Muawiyah for 9 years. This was Abdullah ibn Zubayr.